All right, y'all. Now, look, I know how y'all feel about this platform right here, MSNBC. I know. But let me tell you something. Let me just tell y'all something. Mitch McConnell voted against your boy, Hegseth. I'm not surprised, okay? I'm not surprised. What I am tired of, though, is seeing this bimbo. Why is he still standing? Like, why is he still a part of this? He needs to retire and sit down. Y'all know how many falls this man had already? And he ain't got it right yet. He ain't gonna get it right. He need to sit down somewhere. He is annoying, okay? But your boy Pete won anyway. But he was one of the ones who voted against him. And we already know that this broadcast right here is not very supportive of Trump and all his things. So I'm pretty sure somebody's going to say something that's going to tick me off in here. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's still a beautiful and great day. Because at the end of the day, he's in office. And he's giving y'all something to actually talk about and try to gain some ratings. Okay? Because you're losing them. So with that being said, y'all, we finna dive into this video. And then we going to chop it up towards the end. Let's get into it.
All right. Julie, if you'd stand by, we've got Senator Tammy Duckworth joining us to talk about what she's seeing and what she understands about this process thus far. Senator Duckworth, I really appreciate you being here as a member of the Armed Services Committee and a senator voting tonight. What's your understanding of the state of play?
Well, I think the vote is cooked. Basically, this is not John McCain's Republican Party anymore. This isn't Mitt Romney's Republican Party anymore. The folks who have the courage to stand up to Donald Trump are gone. And even those who have real concerns are not willing to jeopardize their own political survival and are willing to jeopardize our nation's national security. And it's really sad to be here watching this vote happen. I just cast my no vote on the floor. And I voted for both of Trump's previous Secretary of Defense nominees in his previous term, but they were qualified to do the job. And Pete Hegseth is by far unqualified to do this job, and they're just falling in line for him.
We've never had a defense secretary.
I say this every time. What is the qualifications? Because there shouldn't even be any, because we used to watch the bimbos who were qualified at once upon a time or are qualified. And baby, it don't take much, as you can see. Anywho, he won anyway. So it is what it is. Let's get back into it, y'all.
In terms like this. Depending on what happens with the final vote, it looks like Mr. Hegseth will be confirmed either with 50 or 51 votes in the modern era. I mean, actually in history, the closest we've ever had to something like that was Chuck Hagel in 2013, who was chosen by President Barack Obama to lead the Pentagon. That was considered to be an unusually close vote. He got 58 votes, including multiple Republicans crossing the aisle to vote for him. This is a 50 or 51 vote margin. I mean, we're used to defense secretaries being confirmed on voice votes, or in Leon Panetta's case, at 100-0 kind of vote. What do you think it means for the Pentagon to have somebody come in as their leader with this little support and this controversial and acute?
It don't matter, Pee-wee. I can't unsee it, y'all. Since Benny Johnson called her Pee-wee, I can't unsee it. What the hell do you mean? It don't matter. At the end of the day, it really don't matter. Okay, it do in some shape or form, y'all. Let me just correct that. But he deserves to go up in there. He served to this country. He knows what it's like to be out there on the battlefield. He's been there. So, shut up.
Used of all the things that Mr. Hegseth has struggled to parry during this process?
Well, it means very much instability in the Pentagon. Remember that during the confirmation hearing, Mr. Hegseth would not step away when he was asked from the question. When he was asked, Donald Trump says he wants to come in and fire all the generals, all the people with experience. Would you oppose him? He wouldn't say that he would oppose Donald Trump. He was asked by Elise Slotkin, Senator Slotkin, if he would oppose Donald Trump if Donald Trump told him to order military men and women to shoot peaceful protesters in the legs, which is what Donald Trump tried to do the first time around. And Pete Hegseth wouldn't say that he would oppose Donald Trump. This is a man that is not going to say no to Donald Trump. the Pentagon has absolutely have to be just horrified right now. And you know what else is unprecedented, Rachel? The fact that he never met with a single Democrat on the Armed Services Committee prior to his confirmation hearing. I still have not met with him. And they've kept him and hidden him away from us because they know how supremely unqualified he is for this job.
Man, shut up, lady.
While we've been speaking, Senator Duckworth, we've just had word that Senator Mitch McConnell, former Republican Senate leader, has just cast his vote on the nomination, and he was a no vote. So Senator Murkowski and Senator Collins, they had voted no on the procedural vote that effectively got us to this vote tonight. And so that was a strong signal that they would be a no vote on the substance in tonight's final vote. We did not know that Senator Mitch McConnell would also vote no. Can I get your reaction to that?
Y'all knew this.
Well, I'm very much pleased to know that there's at least 3 Republicans who will put the well-being of our nation above themselves, which is really what our oath of office was about. I doubt that there will be another Republican who will cast a no vote. But you know what? I was there in the room when John McCain came in and went thumbs down and saved the ACA. So maybe there's one more person in the Republican Party who has some courage to stand up to Donald Trump. But remember that those who express even the slightest...
Won't those be considered as rhinos? Y'all taught me that. If there's anybody that was going against Trump, it's because in the Republic, it's just a rhino.
His concern about Pete Hegseth came under just a torrent, a deluge, a flood of attacks from the MAGA base. Joni Ernst received so many.
Don't you dare try to put it on them people. Don't you dare try to put it on them. Who is this lady? Who is she? See, that's why I did not want to react to MSNBC, because I already know they were going to have my blood pressure rising to the top. I can't even watch this full without cursing one of these motherfreaker bimbos out. I really want to say what I could say, but I got a sense of myself, y'all. I'm sorry. I know I keep cutting in this, but how can you sit here and watch the lies? Once you see, you cannot unsee things. So it's a lot of BS being thrown in this, okay? And I'm seeing right through it. So forgive me. But baby,
many threats and attacks, outright, threatening her, saying that they would primary her, all the way through to threats against her own security. Pete Hegseth's second wife, lives in fear. She has young children. As you've mentioned, she's under an NDA. She had to have a safe word because she was so afraid of him.
Here we go.
If you talk to sexual assault survivors, domestic violence survivors, they are terrified, and they're not going to speak out against their abusers. And so here we are now at a place where we have a Secretary of Defense.
Of course you want to bring this up. Of course you do. Of course.
Who is accused of these terrible domestic violence issues, is accused of having very low moral character. I mean, he was, described as being drunk, so drunk that he passed out in uniform in a strip club, and has had no experience running. And
how many of y'all on that floor in there then drunk and all that? Come on now, baby. You ain't perfect. Everybody got a pass. I don't want to hear that. Go ahead, throw that away in the trash. That's old news. This man got it. So it is what it is. Whatever.
An organization of any size, near the size of the Pentagon. In fact, the last company that he ran, not-for-profit he so badly bungled their finances, they had to bring in a forensic accountant to figure out what he did with the $10 million budget.
Yeah.
And now they're going to put him in charge of a $900 billion Pentagon budget. It's a sad day for our nation. I fear for the military. I fear for our national security.
It's not.
I hope that at least another Republican steps forward. But
it's over with. He won.
I have hopes, but I doubt that we're going to see that happen today, unfortunately.
Shut up.
You have hopes, but you also have eyes and ears to follow what is happening and how they've treated this nomination thus far.
Shut up,
Illinois
Pee-wee.
Senator Tammy Duckworth, Iraq combat veteran. Thank you so much for making time tonight as this vote is still underway. I really appreciate it, Senator.
Thank you, Dr. Maddow.
Jesus, that was hard to watch. I'm sorry, I could not shut up. They wouldn't shut up, so I couldn't shut up. Y'all know I normally just watch and we talk towards the end, but that was just irritating me because this is what we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Coming from I don't even know how they still on air. Like, Elon, buy them folks out. For real, somebody get them. Because I'm sick and tired of them. Oh, they gonna hate while Trump in office. Y'all already know that's coming. They've been doing it. And then the thing is, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about but Trump and his cabinet pick. So it's everywhere. And of course, they ain't finna be saying nothing nice or nothing, because they're still melting down from November 5th. They still melting down from him signing executive orders first day in. You know what I'm saying? Because he's about to expose and put everything out there that needs to be seen. He's giving us what we've been waiting for a very long time, and that's to expose that side of the people who was doing all this evilness going on and all this cruelty, and whose faces is really behind why America is the way it is now. And I just read something about Putin. He said the war wouldn't even started with if Trump would have won the election back in 2020 or something like that. I just seen a little post or something like that. Like, let's be serious. Let's be for real here. Stop playing with him and stop playing with his cabinet pick, because if you, truth be told, y'all wasn't as best as y'all was either. Truth be told, half of y'all drink. Truth be told, half of y'all got some cases up underneath y'all sleeves that y'all didn't covered up and swept up underneath the rug. So please, stop pointing the finger. It is what it is. He's in there. The pick has been picked. He's already been sworn in by the vice president. So it is what it is. Live with it.